You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
Greetings, world, and all you Mentalians out there. We are back in business, folks. Back in business. We are live here in Los Angeles from the airwaves of LA Talk Radio and Facebook Live. It is 6 p.m. It is Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. Y'all know what that means. Welcome and thank you for joining LA Talk Radio's #1 and most requested podcast in the world today. Why am I hearing myself? I'm losing my voice a little bit. Is that something's going on? Okay, I don't hear myself. You guys hear me okay?
It's a personal problem.
Nobody wants to hear you.
I think that's my
Just talk.
Those are my headphones. Anyway.
We're not here to hear you.
All right. You're just here to see me, right? See me and feel me.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll feel you.
So, okay, I can't hear myself at all. Something's going on. Hold on.
You fucked up.
Sorry about that. Okay, hopefully that worked.
Can you hear me
I
now?
guess I wasn't plugged in all the way. Technical difficulties, folks. All right, folks. Today you're in for a treat. Today is our 5th episode of Season 3 of the show. We are here live and on Facebook Live. I'm your host, Delano. I got my man, Texie. What up, Sexy Texie?
What up, sexy?
That's Sexy Texie you hear right there. You rarely hear him on the show. So if you hear that voice, it sounds a little bitchy. But if you hear that voice, that's Sexy Texie
still
right
sexy.
there. I got my man, Vato V. What up, V?
Hey, ¿qué mi raza? What's going on? ¿Cómo estamos?
Vato V in the house, speaking that stuff nobody understands. And then I got my man, KC, standing by. What up, KC?
What's good? Fresh out of sensitivity training.
KC standing by to take your call, folks. Any comments, anything you have to say about what we're going to talk about on the show today, give us a call. The number should be on the screen. If it's not on the screen, the number is 323-203-0815. Give us a call. Give us your comment. If it's funny, if it's interesting, KC will read it. If it's not, then, hey, the shit wasn't funny. And then we have a very, very special guest to talk about our very, very special subject. We are so happy to have her here. She is a lovely woman. We haven't had her on the show before. This is her first time on the show, folks. So please give a hand for all of our audience out there, and for those of you on the show, give us a hand. Please welcome to the show, Leah Gadallah, folks.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here.
Leah Gadallah, we are so happy.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, listen to that voice. It is so full of energy. We love it. We were talking to Leah before the show, and she was just spitting out so many interesting things to us, and we were like, okay, Leah, you got to save that show for the show. You got to save it for the show. But she still, trust me, she has 1,000 more things to talk about, even though we're on the show. She's going to tell us all about her. But just to give you a few specs on her, she has a YouTube channel coming up where she's going to do tarot readings. She can actually read a person's energy. She told me so many things about myself that I didn't even know. Did you guys know I had a big penis? No, I'm just
Listen, that's a whole energy though. The BDE, that's the energy.
You see, she felt my big energy. You know what I mean?
Game recognized game. That's a fluid energy.
She said ED.
She said BD. That's what she said. Black BD. Black dick. There you go. Anyway, I was about to lose myself. She also used to. Here's a few interesting tidbits about Leah here.
That's a little late. Sorry.
That's very late.
That came on the tidbits about me. I don't know how you feel about me, but damn.
See,
Texie
ain't the only. KC ain't the only one smoking the ooh wee.
It's not.
So she used to be okay. So I'm just gonna put them out there, and then you can kind of, I guess, go off of what I say, or I'm gonna throw the facts about you out there, these tidbits, and you can just kind of talk from there. But you used to be. Well, first of all, you're married with 4 kids.
I am.
She's married with 4 kids, which is a very interesting thing within itself. How is it, first of all, you don't look like a mom with 4 kids, okay? At all.
That's the most romantic thing anyone has said to me in at least a 48-hour period, okay?
It's the absolute truth. I don't say that to all my guests. If you look like you're married with 4 kids, I will tell you that.
He doesn't say that to me.
Vato V looks like he's married.
Thank you.
How is that being, a mother, especially these days with what just happened with the pandemic and 4 kids and all that?
Amazing. Because I got a chance to reconnect with my children. We grew a garden. We kind of grew caterpillars last year. It's been a little tough. It's had its challenges. You know what I mean? Like with teaching and everything. I'm not a teacher. I'm not.
You are now.
I'm not. Like, I'll give you a lesson, but I'm not a teacher.
You were last year.
Yeah.
Right, and last year I was. And so it was hard for 2 kids, plus I had a baby who was still nursing at the time, another child who was 2 and then transitioning into 3. My husband is an ICU nurse, too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so thank him for his service. Thank him for his service.
Oh, no, it was crazy because he was like in day 1 of training, too. They pulled him out and they're like, hey, you need to come on out here and get on here. So he's really not that kind of person either. He's like, you know what I mean? He's just like, look.
Yeah. Weren't you nervous about him bringing it home to the family?
No, not really, because I feel like we had it originally in the very beginning. I felt so sick during my move, and it was inexplicable. I'm very like, I rarely get sick, and when I do, it's like maybe like for a little while, like a week or something. But this was like a 2-week. I couldn't shake it. I was moving. I was miserable. I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
So after that, I wasn't super worried about it. You know what I mean? And now he's vaccinated and everything else, and it is what it is, and
everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Family's good.
Right.
Everybody, all love. So you used to be a former. I'm sorry. You used to be a mortician as well, correct?
So yeah, I worked in a mortuary a long time ago. I started out as a cosmetologist. Like, we could take hours when I was younger in school and stuff like that. So I did that originally, went on in and finished them up. And then my grandmother passed and I did her hair. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, hey, we need a cosmetologist at $75 when I had a hair. I was like, bop, she's in. So I went and I did hair. And then I got so interested in it. And I went back and I took classes and everything else. And I moved out to California. I never did it again, but definitely, yeah. This was a long time ago. Like, death has always been a big part of my life.
Oh, wow.
100%.
Okay, we talked about this before the show. You mentioned that you actually you were a former co-host of a show called Modern Male. Mm-hmm. That's not the show where you had the host who died, right?
No. I had a friend who was a co-host. We worked at Dash Radio together, and he passed away as well recently.
Wow.
And I know.
So she's a mortician.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Right. V, you might want to sit so close, man. Exactly.
Your wife wanted me to touch you and say hello. No.
She just gave you the touch of death.
I got you, Bill. $3,500 in the bank account.
There you go.
We got Miss Grim Reaper over here. And you used to do nude art modeling, right?
Yeah. So it was kind of one of those things where it was like
such an interesting person.
It was I've really just done everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a whole lot of just mishmash, and it works. It's like, this is like fluidity within life. I believe it's so real. Yeah. You just have to move with what happens. One time I took a picture. I was 30. I posted it, and it wasn't really like nude art. There's that bass that was on earlier, but it was like,
I felt it
right. But it was like side profiles, things like that, and people took it and painted it. So it wasn't really like you could never see me.
Yeah.
It was a painting and a recreation. But yeah, it was my like nude pictures were the inspiration for it. But I would never put them up on Instagram or anything else.
Was it right on? Did it have your body accurately
Oh, yeah.
portrayed?
Yeah, absolutely. The artists are amazing. I mean, like, there was no abstract ones or anything else.
No abstract. So it was your body accurate everything.
I'll tag the artist and
please
put the picture.
Tag me. Send me those photos.
He's amazing. He actually
as soon as you can.
He's
for
amazing.
The art. Yeah, I'm very cultured.
He has a coffee table book coming out soon, and I think I'm supposed to be in that one though. But he's a great artist, and there are several others that did other things with it too. But you would never see anything, so it wasn't like Playboy. It was more or less like,
it wasn't hardcore.
No. Very, very implied. So
okay. Wow, that is so
tasteful.
So there's so many things we're going to find out about you as we go on with the show. But I'm going to put this out there now, and then I'll put it out there before the end of the show. But her Instagram or her, I believe it's the
YouTube and Instagram are both Mama Gadallah.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. So it's at Mama Gadallah. That's MAMA, Mama. Her last name is spelled Gadallah at Mama Gadallah. You can check out all of her. I don't know about the nude photos, but you can check out all the. Hey, I'm a professional.
He can read.
You can check out all the, not the nude photos, but you can check out all of her other photos and things like the tarot readings and stuff like that. So, but we are happy to have you here today to discuss our topic here. Our topic today is what makes a man sexy. Okay, now. We've always wondered. There's things that are, there are notions. People say this, people say that. Being sexy is very subjective, okay? But we want to know to Leah Gadallah, what makes a man sexy? Because you represent every woman today. But before we get into that, every woman, it's all in me. Why am I singing I'm every woman?
Because if you feel it, you're free.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was going to say.
Is fluid. Keep
it's
going,
okay for a man to sing that. Okay.
We can talk about it right now. We can talk about masculinity and how it works right now because this is part of the conversation.
That's part of the conversation.
I'm telling you.
We're going to get into that. But first, we have to get into before we get into the meat and potatoes. We have to get into the appetizer a little bit. Let's tell the folks about our sponsor. Who's sponsoring the show today, Casey?
We're sponsored by Beloryan Manukyan. Los Angeles is a special city that encompasses a number of unique neighborhoods, cultures, and lifestyles. If you've ever been injured, you face expensive medical bills, loss of wages, healthful hardships, and other hardships. Call Beloryan Manukyan LLP for a free consultation. A top personal attorney in Southern California. The top personal attorney in Southern California has that offer.
I was talking to the mic there, Casey, so our audience can hear us.
My baby.
Call Beloryan Manukyan. Great
Not
staff.
that close. Not that close.
You know how it is. A 99-point-something success rate.
Can't deep throat.
Get loss or rages. They take care of that. What do you want me to do? Grab it?
You can't deep throat the mic.
Call Beloryan Manukyan at 747-444-4444.
That's it. Now, Casey, for our audience out there, this may be a little difficult.
Sorry, I'm
for
being
you.
unprofessional. I was texting somebody. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. Can you, for our audience out there who wants to look up Beloryan and Manukyan, how do they spell that? If you can,
Thanks, Delano. You know I can't spell.
That's what I'm doing.
It is Beloryn, and Manukyan is Manukyan.
There we go. Beloryan and Manukyan, folks.
Hike and Oshot.
There you go.
Shout out to Vahe, Ani, Armin, Lily, everybody else. You know who you are. One love.
And the girls service you in the
The
back.
girls will service you in the back.
Yes, they will.
I'll get in trouble for that.
They'll take care of you. They'll take care of you. So, now we've gotten that out of the way. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, and Leah, you can always chime in on this. Again, our audience, if you want to chime in on these, what we're talking about, the number 323-203-0815. 323-203-0815. It's not the Beloryan and Manukyan number, which is 744-4444. So I just threw all these numbers at you, folks. Hopefully you wrote this down. But anyway, so gentlemen, before we get into the meat and potatoes of what makes a man sexy, there's a whole lot to talk about there. We always like to get shit off our chest throughout the week. And Leah, you can bring in some things, if something that interested you this week. What happened this week that interested you, that caught your interest, that we can share with the audience? We got about 5 minutes to talk about some things, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes.
Shit, I think Casey had something there, right? About, what's that fool's name? Kanye West?
Kanye
Casey?
West. That was Leah.
Yeah.
Oh, Leah?
We were talking about keeping
dating
it lighthearted,
someone
and
new,
I was like, who is Kanye dating now?
Let me tell you who.
Who is she dating? Is she cute? Who is she?
I don't think I saw her picture. I don't think she's.
Okay. All right, male table. Who would you rather, Kim or the new one? Let's see the new picture.
I say Kim.
And let's do a who would you rather.
Ooh, Texie, can you look up the new picture?
Let's get a pick going. And this is so horrible to do, but I just want
Kanye
to know
West's
on a
new
personal
girlfriend.
opinion.
Kanye
I'm curious.
Kanye West's new girlfriend.
Isn't
No, she's
that
not.
transgender woman?
No.
Wait, who?
That guy.
He was dating a transgender, right? Or he was
Oh,
accused of
Jeffree
being-
Star, the makeup person?
Yeah.
He said
I heard
wasn't
it was a
true.
rumor because they were just in the same place at the same time,
Yeah,
and they were
it
both in
wasn't.
Montana, and so it was like a little
was
ambiguous,
Bradley
and it was just
Cooper's
kind of like,
ex.
Yeah, why would he be in Montana?
who? Kanye? Kanye has a house
Jeffree.
out there. Oh,
No,
Jeffree?
Jeffree, the guy.
Her name is Irana Sake.
Arana Seg, look it up.
We can't put it up, though.
I want to see.
But y'all gonna have to Google it at home, okay? Her name is.
Ooh.
Oh, he got a side by side
that's
with the
her.
whole
That's her.
situation. Can we post this on
Oh,
on
no.
Facebook?
I like Kim.
We'll put her up
I
there.
like Kim.
I'm gonna go Kim too.
I love dark hair, olive skin, sort of similar to your look
Pacific
there,
graphic.
Leah. Dark
she?
hair, olive skin.
Aw,
That Armenian look, that is a hot look to me.
You don't like
Armenian. Yeah, I have a Middle Eastern problem too.
You don't like my
My
look?
husband's Middle Eastern.
You don't like my look?
That's the thing. It's the whole vibe.
Yeah, I like Mexican,
Thank you.
Armenian, dark skin. That's
With
His
a
type.
with a goatee.
Yeah.
yeah. Why am I looking at view as I say this? I
Yeah,
like
this is the
Mexican,
second time
you
you've
know
done
what I'm
this. Your
saying?
second time you've delivered a sentence to somebody else
Yeah.
and looked at somebody else
Wow.
right in the eyes.
Remember that?
I saw that.
V, we're
Part two.
we're connected.
You just kind of.
That is-
Got a
so
moment.
Kim, I'm gonna go with Kim.
Okay.
I'll go with Kim.
I'm gonna go with Kim too. I
I'll go with
mean,
Kim.
I'm gonna vote on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm throwing my ring in there. Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you.
See how easily it is for women to say, "Oh yeah, I'll fuck him." Or,
It's not even like that though. It's
You know
just
what?
like for me, it's like I feel like
That's so hot. That's so high.
Why are you like this though? Because I'm just saying, like, I don't know that I would. I'm just saying, like, it's not that I would. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, Kim is cuter than the other one.
She is.
She is.
Yeah.
Like, I can say that, like,
yeah, men can do that too.
Right? Like, that's masculinity. Like, they're like,
Yeah, I
oh,
do it all the
this
time.
one's way more attractive than the other one, right?
Absolutely.
You have to like, because it's being real and like supportive as a female. Even though I just made a competition out of 2 women. Which one? Who's okay, my bad. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. Though. I'm
I know
trying
what
to
you're
get porn
trying
in.
Hey, what's Kanye's first Amber? What's her name?
Who?
What's the one with the short hair you dated before Kim?
Man, he just said Amber with short hair.
Amber Rose?
Amber Rose.
Oh, Johnny
like
Depp's
her.
ex.
Amber Rose.
No, now listen, that's Johnny
was straight.
Depp's ex.
Oh yeah, that's
That
right.
That with the whole
That's
like
right. Johnny
and
Depp. She beat him or something like that,
She
right?
kinda like ruined him.
Johnny Depp
Yeah.
didn't date Amber Rose?
They were married, friend. Give it a goog,
I thought she
man.
was married to Wiz Khalifa.
TTT,
Google
give it a
it. Tech
Goog.
C. Tech. He's our tech guy.
TTT.
Google
Tech.
it.
Do your job, sir. Google. Google Kanye
Give it a
West and Amber
Google.
Rose.
No, Amber Rose and I thought you said Amber Rose is married to Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Remember, folks, if we're wrong, you can call us and put us on check.
No. Oh, no. I thought you were talking about what's her name?
We're giving out misinformation here.
What's her name? The one that's she was married to Johnny
Amber
Depp.
Heard's.
Yes.
Amber Heard's.
Amber Heard. She's
Oh,
married-
somebody named Amber.
But Amber
right?
Rose is really pretty though. I'm
Yeah,
into.
she is
Yeah,
banging.
she is really. She's Wiz Khalifa's ex.
The
That's
baddest.
who she is.
The baddest chick out there is Scarlett Johansson. She's the baddest
You fucking
white
Really?
chick. White chick.
No, she's not.
You know,
white
like,
chick.
look, let me just tell you.
Scarlett Johansson.
Like, yeah,
She ain't
snooze
bad.
fest. No,
Y'all trying to tell me she ain't bad?
person like
What is wrong? Oh, you don't think she's bad?
I
Yeah.
think no.
No.
I think she is. But you said the baddest out there was Scarlett
Baddest
Johansson.
white
You
girl.
said
White
no.
girl.
And first of all, I'm
My
white.
God.
Second of all,
My bad.
so that's really
White girl on
correct.
TV. I'm
Okay,
not-
all right.
Oh,
So-
we're on-
White girl not on the mentality.
We're on
show.
TV.
and I'm gonna let y'all know too. And so,
Two white girls.
Nah,
are
you
better
bad,
I am
man.
who
You
I am.
bad.
Besides Leah. Who else?
no, but like,
Not on the mentality.
Not
show.
but
on
no,
the
I think, like, if I have to go, well, she's okay.
Amber Heard?
Yeah. I thought that's who you were talking
This
about.
her?
We-
Yeah, I thought that's who you were talking about. I was like, she's not. No.
Oh, Johnny Depp beat her up?
No, she beat him up.
She beat Johnny Depp up.
Yeah,
I
she
like
beat
her
up
now.
Johnny Depp.
I like her now. That's wrong. Poor
All
Johnny.
right, looks like we're
Johnny
past
Depp
our
is a
time
pussy
here.
Oh,
into
sorry.
her
See, this
now.
is what I do. I'm sorry.
Folks, remember, you can hit us up at that number if you catch us doing
yeah.
giving some misinformation out there.
She's aggressive.
Shoot us up.
Check us,
aggressive.
323-203-0815.
That's him when it comes to time.
Amber Heard, come on the show. Amber Heard, come on the show.
What? He's acting like he's paging her at Walmart. What the hell?
I know, right?
Amber Heard, please the show. Amber Heard, please the show. What the hell's going on with you?
Is there an Amber Heard? Please come. All right, so folks, if you're new to the show, to the Mentality Show, or if you've never seen the show, then we must warn you that, okay, the views and opinions expressed on this show, some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. All right, folks, let's get into it. All right, our meat and potatoes on the show is what makes a man sexy. And since all of us are men here, we're not going to talk about what makes a man sexy. So, Leah, you have the floor. We're just going to throw things out there, and you tell us, and then you can just throw things out there on what makes a man sexy to you. But before we throw things out there, you got stuff like confidence, sense of humor, intelligence, stuff like that, big dick, all those things,
None of those things make a man hot.
Oh, interesting. See, we're going to get into that. Okay.
You're
So,
disqualified.
Number one.
Cute. Flag on the play.
Oh, you think I'm funny?
Oh, you think he has a big dick?
Yeah, you think I have a big dick, right?
There we are.
body?
Here it is.
I know
We're
his-
talking about it. I knew it was
Talking
going to
about
happen.
my
So
penis.
there it is. He
Always
always,
up first.
Always.
always.
I know
We
him
talk
about
about him
first.
having an ego. It's not his ego. It's his dick's ego.
Yeah.
It's a dick ego.
I can't help it. It has an ego of its own. Leah, let's ask you this. Okay, what's number one? What is the number one thing that in your opinion? Okay, and then we're gonna go. It doesn't even have to be the number one, but what's something
It
that
is.
stands out to you that makes a man sexy and why?
A lot of things make a man really sexy, but I will tell you that for the first thing for me that makes a man stand out, because a lot of times, like, people will throw words at you all day long.
Right.
I know I'm not trying to hear anything. I'm Helen Keller, like, you know what I mean? I like when I find a man sexy, it's usually on accident. Usually, like, in their workspace when they're doing something really well and they're enjoying it and they're good at it and they're kind to the people around them. Those type of things make a person shine. Now, I think that's why we have a lot of women chasing male athletes,
Okay.
because they're in the spotlight doing their thing really good, and that makes a woman attracted to them. You know what I mean?
You know,
it
I
be-
always said, I'm sorry, V. I always said, no matter what you do in life, no matter what it is, you could be a fucking trash man. If you're the best in the business at what you do,
if you wave at the kids, women are gonna like you.
Women are gonna find you attractive.
Do it.
Exactly. Look at Ted Bundy. He was the best raper and best serial killer in the
Is
business.
there an award system for this though?
There, women loved him. Women loved him. He was the best in the business.
The award was life in prison without the possibility of parole.
But he got potential. Could have gotten pussy.
Yeah,
Women.
I don't know that
there were
that's
groupies there at his
I agree.
court.
Oh yeah.
Richard Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez
was
is
best
one.
at his time.
Did he get married in jail?
He got
Richard
married
Richard
in
Ramirez is
jail.
another one
Women
I
were
got
just
Crazy
loving
women
him.
are everywhere. I can't speak. Crazy men are everywhere. I can't speak for the ones that don't have good sense. You know what I mean? Like that's 7/8 of the population. 1/8. This 1/8 of women who's going to make sense to you. This is where they're coming from.
Agreed.
And
That's
they
a
are
whole other show
definitely-
about how many crazy women are.
Show part 2. But it's like when a man is doing something and he's really good at it, he's almost unaware of everything around them. You know how they see in movies how it's like you see a woman and she's like skipping and laughing and it's like an objective thing. It's not like she's playing with kids or whatever, and she's shining in that light. That's what happens.
Yeah.
The whole light just happens. You know what I mean? You see a man in his element
Yeah.
doing something good, which is why people, I said, like with the guitars or athletes or, people shooting basketballs, because they're very much on a platform and a stage, so we all see it. So that's what makes them more attractive.
Right.
Because we see them doing well. Right. Because we see them doing well on a very large level. And it's a big thing to take down. So as a female, look, males and females both have the same exact hormones going through them. You just have more of testosterone than I do, but it doesn't mean I don't like a kill too. I don't want a man who wants everything else. I've seen a man and seen what he's attracted to and been like, never mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care how snapping your bank account is, how much you think you have the BDE. I don't care about any of it. If you will just waste time on women that, like, if I catch you watching like women
Fuck
who are
dogs.
unattractive, but like if she's really pretty, I might be like, okay, well, what's her name? You know what I mean? But like if I find somebody like ugly, I'd be
Chicken
like,
heads and shit. Yeah. Crack whores and stuff like that. Yeah.
But so what is the attraction of that? What is it that attracts a man to a female like that?
at that point, I don't even care though.
Yeah.
That's on you to be attracted to that, but don't
takes
come at
away-
me with
Isn't
that.
there like
His prestige.
doesn't each person have their own attractions? I mean, what if
Right. But don't play me like that though. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna marry you or something like that, and I'm gonna go look at like dirty crack men, then for what? Do you feel me?
point.
For what?
Good point. Good
You know what I'm
point.
saying? Like-
so I heard that nothing's more attractive to a woman than a man that's wanted by other women. Is that true?
This
Like-
goes into that.
married
Everyone
men
is
are
seeing
very
them in that
attractive.
light, so it's like this is a big shiny trophy. It's like the thing at the top of the, when you go in, you're a kid at the arcade, and you only get some shit in the little cabinet down here, but you fuck around, you wait for that thing up there, and you collect all your tokens, and you get that big old monkey. That's that big old monkey up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants the monkey, right? That big purple monkey. It's probably like $15 from somewhere in China, but I want it. I don't care.
More of
You
a
know what I
challenge.
mean?
More of a challenge.
100%. Yeah.
So how can a man make himself a challenge?
How you
to
become the monkey.
Yeah. How do you?
That's
there
the
you
name
go.
of
How
the
do you
damn
become
show.
that
How
monkey?
you become the monkey.
Wait, that feels a little racist to me. As a black man.
I feel like, okay,
look,
look, that was metaphorical. I don't know how you going to let it resonate how it does.
We'll say teddy bear.
Yeah,
can a
teddy
man
bear.
become-
Okay.
A monkey teddy bear.
You just
can I
have to
become
like
the-
look. I'm telling you, it's like
can I be the
anytime
nigger
you.
monkey?
No.
I'm sorry. That where did that come
You
from?
said it. I didn't.
that's
Just so y'all know
racist.
that came
That's
like it's
racist.
now out of mine. All right.
Go ahead, Lee. I'm sorry.
I feel like honestly, you just have to do what you do in the like. Okay, so recently, and I feel like I'm gonna have to like tag him in this, but there's a guy who I know who plays cello, right? I don't think he knows he has power right now. I don't even think he knows he has BDE. I think he has no clue because he's a cello player, right?
Right. I wouldn't think that was.
When he plays cello though, hey, like yeah.
Oh,
you
really?
know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he does it to the best ability possible. And when you
So he's
see
the best.
when you see someone do, you know what I mean? Like Steve Jobs, real asshole, but people thought he was great because he was great.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you know that and you own that and you tap in that energy, it just.
But see, when does
people and women, you know
but
what
when
I
does
mean?
confidence become cockiness?
Oh well, there's a delicate balance. There's duality within anything. When it's happiness, too much happiness, and you're a fool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But I don't think like I'm the best drone pilot.
You really are though. You really are
I
though.
don't think that women are.
I think that. I think Lori and I both think that. I love Lori, his wife. I love her.
How do you know his wife?
I know all the mamas out there. What you talking about?
Damn.
Mamas know mamas.
Wow.
I love Lori. She's
That's what's
amazing.
up.
Hi,
Wow.
entrepreneur Lori.
All right.
There you go. Little shout out.
Bloop, I love you.
Damn. Yeah. You know what? This is a good point. Let's say she worked let's say she worked in the drone business and she knew what you did and she knows that you're the best and everybody wants you to work for them and stuff like that. A woman who sees that prestige in that man, and that makes him a little bit more appealing or attractive than the guy who's the worst, who's crashing drones and just fucking up and not doing his job.
Well, there's
Right.
there are
I don't
men
see it. I
who
don't
talk.
see it.
They do a lot. Men do a lot of talking. Men are talkers. You know what I mean?
yes,
I
we
got this for you. I got that for you. I'm the best at this. I'm the best in them. And I don't like talking. If I just see someone doing their thing, it's like, ooh, hey. But if you tell me a bunch of stuff, I don't want to hear it.
Right, braggarts, basically. These
I don't
alpha
like it.
male
So that
assholes.
might be answering
Yeah,
your
that's
question
what-
too,
that's
where
what
the
I meant,
cockiness comes in.
Yeah.
When they talk about it and you just don't witness it, the witness is where it like.
Yeah.
Quiet confidence.
Can you get a witness? Yeah, you know what I mean.
quiet
Like,
confidence.
right. Because when you see a basketball player, he's not talking about he's the best. When he makes a shot, he might like, okay, me. But you know what I mean. Like he's not
Unless
going
you're
crazy.
LeBron James, he thinks he's the best. He's always bragging about how he's the best and all that. But I love LeBron. That's my man right there. You know,
I really don't.
Fuck
I really
LeBron.
don't. I don't hate him.
talks a lot.
I really don't hate him, but I was really upset when he came to the Lakers because I was really content hating him in the Celtics. I was very happy with it. I don't understand why he had to come. Like, I was very much a hater. Now I had to eat my own words. I don't like it.
Are
It's
you a Lakers
uncomfortable.
fan?
Yeah.
Most Lakers fans, I know we're getting off topic here.
We're not.
Hated the fact that
This is also
LeBron came here
masculinity.
because of the whole Kobe Bryant thing. That was his rival. So
Well,
when LeBron
I mean-
came here, people were like,
I don't hate
if I
it 'cause
like
of the
him,
Kobe
that
thing, but
means
I
I
do
didn't
love
like
Kobe.
everything.
My
Yeah.
husband introduced me to Kobe,
People
like
feel
all of that.
They feel guilty liking him because he was Kobe's rival. That's the only
I don't
reason
feel
why
guilty
people-
because of that. Because I feel like one of the last
When
pictures we saw
Kobe
of
was
Kobe
playing,
and him
LeBron
together.
was. I'm
No,
sorry.
the last picture we saw of him and Kobe together was the last picture Kobe posted. Was like really
Well, yeah,
powerful.
just because
Right?
a person's your rival don't mean you
No,
don't
what I'm
like
saying
him,
is like
you
it's like
know?
that kind of. I think that's to let everyone know in LA, like y'all don't give him hell. Don't
Oh,
give
yeah,
this
he's
man
cool.
hell. Like I think he was trying to like help this man out.
Well,
like
because
low-key.
before it was a competition, and
Right,
now
right,
that
right,
he's
right.
playing with the Lakers, he's a homie now. So
Right, but like I just
love.
don't like his personality off the court. And even on the court, like when he flops, it pisses me off. I'm like, get your bitch ass up.
They all do that.
But
though.
no, he flops so poorly, and I'm just like, if you don't try to convince me next
he's
time,
big.
don't even try.
He flops like a soccer player.
He really does, and the whole
Chris
damn
Paul
ground
is like
changed.
5'9", and when he flops, people love it. Like, oh, they hurt him. They hurt that little man, and he gets all the love and stuff.
And
like
James
that.
Harden too. I can't stand James Harden. I'm
no,
sorry.
James
I don't like
Harden.
it. And James Harden, I don't want to hear nobody talk about a contour no more. With that man without a beard is disgusting. It's like a rat.
Okay, let's
don't
bring
care.
that
I
up.
said it.
A man with facial hair.
What about it?
Okay, especially a black man with no facial hair.
Why
They
you gotta
say
be
that's
black?
I
weird.
feel like this is very, very specific. Coming
Yeah,
from a
well-
black man. That's fine.
that has facial hair.
always-
Right.
They say, like a white guy with no facial hair can kind of get away with a little bit more than a black man with no facial hair.
Can he?
Black man with facial hair look like rapists almost. All right, let's
You're
put it this
very
way.
big on the rape.
Every
Very
time-
heavy on the rape.
Yeah,
I'm very me too.
Today's
around
National
here.
Rape Day.
288
It's National
Is
Rape
it?
Day. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
feel like you just made that up. That's a you holiday.
He's got some little tablets in his pocket.
Okay, for
Oh,
example,
right? Here's some Rupalin. Have this, girl. You want this beer?
yeah, drink that beer. Keep drinking. Keep drinking.
All fizzy and shit.
Wow. No, every time I shave my facial hair off, these guys people make fun of these guys.
Fucker look like a,
288
he look like a,
rapists.
he look like a shaved vagina with his.
But
fucking
let one of
face,
these
man.
guys shave their
Do you
facial
hate
hair
how
off.
it looks?
No,
Yeah,
he
they
looks-
always
he
hate.
looks
They
bad.
always hate.
Do you hate how a shaved vagina looks?
I love the way it looks.
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
then he's complimenting you. Congratulations. There you go.
That's a
well,
good point.
See?
except for this vagina.
That's a good
You
point.
gotta flip it. You gotta flip it. Yeah. No, I said a vagina. This is a pussy right here. There's a difference.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So, all right.
there goes
back
his
into
feelings.
Oh, hey. I'm.
See,
I'm,
do you
I'm
do, like
okay.
this is what happens to me?
Okay.
There's I can shit talk by myself, but both parties, like in my head.
You
And
like
this
a
is how
guy's girl.
I entertain you. Okay. This is my dad's fault. My dad wanted a son. He had 2 daughters, and so I just became his son. He was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not rolling dice again." Because if I get 3 girls, and that's 4 girls in the house, and that's a hell of a. But he was real. He was like the best girl dad ever, like a real Kobe kind of a dad.
Yeah.
So like he made me a guy's girl, you know what I mean? Like I remember being like 7. He's like, all right, so this is what an RBI is, you know what I mean? Like, and so he conditioned me very well.
Yeah,
My husband
yeah.
hates baseball though. I mean, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I did learn everything from that man.
I noticed your knowledge of sports was on point. That's
Hey,
pretty good.
Bama.
Bama, okay. A lot better than Arkansas right now.
Man, I was
been
a
better
fan
than
when
Arkansas.
Shula was, coaching in the 90s, and we would run up the
Wow.
middle all the time. And that's like a missionary position every day. You know what I mean? Like all you going to do is just run up the middle every play, like killing me. I was maybe 14, 15, but I was dying every day.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Wow. Is Bama still the team now?
Oh, yeah. Always will be.
They deservingly so. They're the
Powerhouses.
best, the best in the business.
Powerhouses.
So, okay, the best in the business. Coach
Shula.
Shula, no, I'm talking about the coach of Bama right now.
Oh, Nick Saban.
Nick Saban. Would you fuck Nick
Are we
Saban?
talking about another subject, please?
You know,
Talk about facial hair.
Don't talk about Alabama football.
KC
sounds bitter.
All right, let's get into the subject of what makes a man sexy. All right, so you said if you're the best in the business, also a man's energy, not really so much what he says, but how he carries himself is very sexy.
Right.
What? Okay. I'm sorry. You were gonna go ahead and say?
No. Like playing it cool too. Like men who play it cool. There's something like. Okay, so like, and it's a little different for me too, because like, here's the thing, and this goes into like, since I was a child, I believe heavily on intuition. And we talked about this. Like I told you, I was like, I got a download early about you. I told you about yourself, and you're like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Like ancestors telling me, and you try to deny it and play with it. We still gonna talk about it, but. I really, really, really believe heavily in intuition. So there are people I meet, and they might be all great on paper, but I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
I really have like
their energy. You can read a person's energy.
Ooh, yeah, and I don't like it. And this is even like one time at the funeral home I was there. I was doing hair, 8 bodies in the room. It was like super busy, but people come in all the time. New bodies come in all the time. A body came in. It was a guy, a younger male, like 35 years old, car wreck. And I remember them telling me, like, this is so-and-so, just so we know, because everyone's bagged up, so we know who's wearing what's what, right?
Yeah.
So this one was particular, one was going to the crematory, but it was just very, like, it almost like, have you ever been in a room where like really like, so you're outside in the LA air and it's really dry, and then you walk into a place that has a lot of plants and you feel the air with thickness because all of a sudden there's like wetness in the air and it feels a little damp and different. That's exactly what it feels like. It's just like this whoosh, like you feel it and you're like, ugh. And so, and I didn't like this person. I did not like this body. I didn't like it. So at the time, I looked at the person I was working with. I was like, what's the story? He's like, why are you always asking me questions about backstories? I don't know. And I'm like, find out. You sat across from the family. Tell me all of it. You know what I mean? Like, find out. He was like, look, man, 35 years old, Winnebago, hit a car. Wife is a doctor. You know, has kids and everything else. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. Didn't like it. Took him in the car. Took him to go get cremated. They unzip the body bag because they're going to cremate him. And they have to make sure there's no metal in there because when they go to cremate him, like their belts and everything else, they just rip this belt off. I see his face. It's messed up, but I don't see his face, but I'm just like, bleh. Not because of the way it looks, just like the person. So during the funeral, the FBI goes inside their house or whatever agency it is. He had been running an underground child porn ring.
Oh, wow. Fuck him.
And they had like pulled all this stuff out of like his, and it just, and I cannot explain, but he had been like, and so he killed himself because he knew he was getting caught. So he drove a car into a, so it made it look bad so that they could get the insurance money. And it was very easily like put together, but I just, so stuff like that has happened my whole life. Yeah. But my whole life. Well, you can just feel like when people are not right. And I'm going to be honest with you. If y'all think y'all have stuff to hide, there are people who have like, pedophiles don't introduce themselves, but they exist.
No.
You know what I mean? There's a reason all this stuff is out there. So people don't introduce themselves. So when you feel someone just like,
even in their death, you can
everyone
feel the evil.
has.
That's the evil being released, probably.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild, but it's something I've always noticed. What happened?
That's crazy.
It's a chakra though, right?
Chakra.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So for women who don't have this energy to read pedophiles and things like that, what would you say to these women who don't have that talent that you have? As far as
look for a man, and this is how I look for men who are attractive, or how I see men who are attractive. Look for a man who's tall, who bends down to talk to small children, who doesn't tower over them. Look for a man who opens the door for old people and notices them when they're coming in. Look for a man who thinks about other people, because that type of man is the type of man who's going to consider all parties. Like, look for a man who's upset about his work situation but comes home and gives you a hug instead of taking it out on you. Look for that type of man. Look for a man who
write these down. Write this down,
who knows
ladies.
How to like. I've seen a man one time. There was a man. Doctor I know, and he was like talking to me, being so nice, everything else. That he was the greatest doctor in the entire world. He is. And I saw him walk into his office, and he handled an office situation. So he went from being so kind to me, being like, "What do we need to do to handle this and fix this?" And I was like, "That's how you know what I mean." Like, I had no idea anything was going on.
It was initiative,
right? But I had no idea anything was going on. There are plenty of times people will wear a bad mood, right? Everyone's guilty of that. And now no one's perfect. Everyone does it. It happens. You could be physically hurting and then mentally down, so you carry it too. But people who can really watch someone when they're drunk and when they're mad.
Right.
That's how you're going to know.
Truth serum.
Yeah.
You're going to know how they act and how they behave. And if they act funky when they're mad, and I'm going to call the police, I'm going to do this, do that. First of all, I'm going to give you a reason by the time they get here if you try that with me, okay? That is not something you play with. But find someone who really talks to you and knows how to communicate with you and cares about you and really wants to get their stuff on the table, because no one is perfect. But if they'll tell you, like, these are my flaws, this is what's up, and you can tell them yours. Don't hide anything from somebody.
Yeah.
Good.
And then you can judge. Like, that's what's so hard is everyone's trying to be like everyone's perfect person instead of just being like, look, this is how I messed up along the way, because I did.
Yep.
We all did.
Yeah, absolutely. Always.
It's a lot easier. That way, no one ever finds anything else about you. If you can start off with the highest level of trust, as long as that trust is never gone, the respect is never gone, the sex is never gone, none of it will ever leave. If you make a woman not trust you, it's a rapid.
The respect. If she
the
loses
gospel
that respect
according to
for you,
Gadallah. Thanks be to God.
yeah, absolutely.
Like
You
that.
said so many things there that, man, I agree with.
I don't want to be respectable, damn it.
But it's very true, because a lot of women, a lot of people think that just the physical is what attracts the opposite sex, but it's not just that. There's a lot of things that attract. There should be, something that attracts the opposite sex, like you're saying. So that's actually.
I always say
my
this.
eyes there.
Yeah, you're right. I always say this on the show. When you go out with someone, first of all, you want that person to like you for who you are, not who you're pretending to be.
Yeah.
And a lot of times,
don't take the
women
representative when you go.
and a lot of men
you take
and
that person
women
to
do
work.
that. They'll
Put
you
their
have to
front.
watch out for that. And some people are good. They'll hide that shit for damn near. I call it the 90-day rule or whatever. You put that person on probation for 90 days. Some people can hope. I don't think anybody can fool you. Eventually, you're going to see a red flag here or there within that 90
There's
days.
going to be a flag on the place somewhere.
Exactly. And don't just look at how that man treats or that woman treats you. Look at how they treat other people.
No,
Yeah.
100%. That's where you need to look. Don't even look at how they treat you, because they're going to talk so nice to you. But if you see them, like, if they come
there's
in,
an
they're
agenda.
like,
There's an
so-and-so is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because, like, listen, I'm going to tell you what. Like, I heard this recently, and I posted it, but I'm going to say it again because it's worth saying, and I can't remember who said it. But I will tell you that if you want someone to be happy and you want to take them up, there's nothing in the world that you can do if they don't want to go up. But the same is not true for someone who's down. Someone who's down can bring you down within a second.
Yeah.
Their words and their actions can bring you down within a second. And it can
Absolutely.
absolutely change and alter you. Now, I acted like, the Lakers in the 80s and cut the whole team and really just went through and traded and used all my financial resources and was like, no. And people I love, like, I shed tears at people I cut. Sure did. But they're gone. And I'm happier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it. Like, I know during the fall, leaves don't cry when they fall off a tree because the spring is coming again, right?
Yeah. Right.
If somebody is going to sit there
That's
and
deep.
Balls.
you know what I
deep.
mean?
Balls deep.
Oh, I didn't. Everybody in unison. Y'all knew what was going to happen. The whole crew. I feel like that. I almost feel like left out. I should have known. Y'all should have told me there was a situation here.
I know these guys' bodies.
Okay.
But
Y'all heard
had
that,
nothing to
didn't
do
you?
with
He knows their body.
it had
He
nothing
knows
to do with
V's
what we're
body
talking
more.
about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Leah. You have something here, a box that you brought.
I have tarot cards. I
Tarot
brought my
cards.
cards.
You know, this is interesting. It's getting off topic a little
I
bit.
told you I wouldn't read you on air. 'Cause
We have, you know what? I have nothing to hide to my audience. We have, you know what? Let's not get into this.
I was like,
My
see, the
bad, my
ancestors
bad.
say, and that is a lie.
Before we leave today, I would like you to give us maybe a feeling or a reading on what you read about each of our energy here. Okay. And what you
I told
see
you
for us in the
situationally
future.
what's happened with you. Your future don't look too strong. Looks like there's gonna be a meeting. A Trinity will align at some point. If you don't lie, I'm gonna tell you right now. See.
Oh man. Well,
I knew
we'll
it.
leave me out of it. Let's do these guys here.
I
Let's
saw
do
that
these guys
too.
here.
He's like, no.
See what you read about their energy. But before we get into that, KC, what is the audience saying out there? What are some of the comments?
A lot of personal Casey stuff going on right now.
I see. Casey's very quiet
Casey
and in his
is-
own little world over there.
I'm gonna go buy Casey some chicken after this.
Michael
Casey
Neal
looks like he's
says
chicken.
That Delano's trying to brag.
Michael Neal. Who would that be? I wonder who that is.
I don't know.
So,
He's your friend.
I don't know. I don't even know the guy.
He doesn't like he doesn't know you now, Michael.
Hey, you don't know him anymore.
You see how he's doing you.
But can you give us? Leah, if you can give us the top 3 things on what makes a man sexy to women overall. Okay, not just to Leah, but what you've heard from your girlfriends and overall, what are the top
my
3 things?
girlfriends are not savory. My girlfriends are so they're so like they're the bundles girls. Like go bad bitch, go bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like those are mine. Like they hype me up. We have a lot of them. They're all married too, but we have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Well, no, not all of them, but like. You can't have none of them. So, but no. He can't. It's just that like
she's talking to Casey.
It's better for Casey, not you know what I mean. Like it's better for.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Like I'll find you a nice person.
He
doesn't want a nice person.
He's
He
going
wants
to jeopardize.
He wants somebody he can physically assault, but they won't call police. That's what he wants. Look at him. He's hiding behind his phone.
Damn.
I've never seen a black man blush before, but it just happened.
It just happened.
Choked this girl with her own hair.
With her own hair and beat her to a fucking pulp.
But she came back like 5 times.
She came back 5 times,
really
and now
sad.
she's trying to sue him for.
Yeah, we shouldn't joke about it.
Well, now I mean, like I say, it's sad because it's like in some way I feel like that's that falling for that
How
talk.
do you joke somebody with their own hair?
I don't know. Like I have a lot of hair right now. Yeah,
I'm looking at your hair. I don't think
you could happen. It could happen. Like it's a lot.
Damn.
It could happen. I'm like now I'm nervous. I'm like, should I cut this shit? Because I really do be testing his nerves sometimes. I don't really know. You know.
I want to try something, babe.
Yeah.
Hope you don't have split ends.
Hope this shit'll hold up.
So, what are the top 3 things you think makes a man sexy overall to women, period?
Okay, so work ethic is definitely one of them. And I don't mean it in a bad sense, but like you want a woman, even if she's an at-home mom that gets up in the morning and like gets stuff done, right? You know what I mean? You don't want somebody who's going to sit in a house robe or whatever else. You know what I mean?
True.
So work ethic in a sense of it doesn't mean bank account. Don't mishear me. What I'm saying is it's like knowing that like you wouldn't want, and I turn it around because it's like when I say it, it comes across the wrong way. So when I flip it, it's like you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So what I say is like, work ethic, when a woman is, you know, at the house and she's like, oh babe, I made this food and I tried this and I did that, like she looks cuter to you, right? Because she's doing her little thing and she's being all cute, you know what I mean? And she tries something from Pinterest and that's precious. You know what I mean? Come on, babe, I'll try your little pie. Come here. You know what I mean? Like, and it's cute. It's like they're finding their way within their own little world, and that's kind of what I mean. So that work ethic and finding your way, because like, look, another thing is too is like, there's gonna be a time when you're gonna have a health problem. You're gonna have a health problem. You're gonna need to be down. You're gonna need to be down. And somebody's gonna have to pick up the slack, right? Yeah. You need to know that person's not just gonna sit on the couch and let everything go by the wayside.
Right.
Agreed.
And that's something you really need to know. These are life. When you live with somebody, these are things, baby. Please make sure you hear mama when I tell you. Like, listen to me.
This is a wife and a mother speaking. Right
here. I would tell my daughter. This is the same advice I give my daughters. Like, baby, please hear me when I say make sure that you understand. If he can't, you know, like, and this is no shade, but if you can't pay for a maid, if he can't pay for a maid, if y'all don't have a maid, like, make sure you can have someone that's gonna help you.
Right. Okay, so that's number 1. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Gotta keep Leah in line here.
So. Really do. I'll be outside. Listen,
she's a talker.
Oh my God, I got on every one of my report cards when I was a kid too. They'd be like, she never shuts the fuck up. But look at me now, bitches.
That's right, on the mentality show. That's right.
Making Monty from it. So, the second thing is like taking care of yourself. Look, that doesn't mean being perfect. No one has to be perfect. But again, when you take care of yourself, it shows. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It really does. And it's not just.
And that's for men too. That's for men too.
Right. It doesn't just show that. You're narcissistic, because people are like, well, not just is so physical and so. No, it shows that you give a damn about the way that you look, the way that you feel.
I got called a narcissistic asshole a couple weeks ago.
You did? You did?
Yeah, I did.
I don't see that with
She loves
Casey.
me though.
She coming back for more too, just like the 5th, 6th time with you too. I see.
So what's number 3? What's number 3?
Number 3 is, and I really do believe this. This is huge. If you want to have kids, or you're gonna have elderly parents, or you have a sister or somebody you want to have to take care of, make sure that this person is kind to other people. I'm telling you right now, and especially with children. Like I said, like I saw a grown man one time. He was like 6'4", and he bent down and talked to this little girl. And I was just like, that is so smart, because it's probably terrifying for her to look up at your ass right now. You know what I mean? You look like a damn red oak tree. Yeah. And the wherewithal, the thought process that he had, that she's probably afraid of me. Let me get down on her level, and her whole demeanor changed, and how like cute that was to me. Yeah. It's that kind of stuff that makes your uterus just like, I need to make him pancakes and get pregnant. Like I don't. Yeah, that's what makes you go crazy. Uterus, it's not anything else.
Uterus
and just jiggle,
pulsating,
just a
jiggling.
Whole
I'm a uterus jiggler. That's what I do. I love it.
Cervical jiggler.
Well, you know what, Leah, we so appreciate all that. So within a few minutes, because we only have a few minutes left, if you can give us all a quick reading, Vato V, Tech C, KC, what you see in their future. As far as what you feel about their energy. I see.
Well,
you already gave me my breakdown, so we don't need to get into that.
No. But we're gonna get into it more, but we won't get into it on the air. I promise. I don't like to tell nobody.
Give us a 30-second reading on what you feel about.
That's all I need. 30 seconds.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Oh shit! Hello.
You can't see this right now, but what she's doing is she's putting her finger up Vatovi's nose.
Yes.
She's
exactly what's
picking his
happening
nose right now. That's a weird tactic, but it's
now.
working.
She's bringing out a thought.
Let's figure out what you need to hear.
She's bringing out the tarot cards. Ooh, she's flipping the cards.
Flipping the bird.
She's flipping the bean.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Flipping the bean.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
All right.
Give us the quick 30-second version.
Okay, so look, you just had something that recently happen to you where you had an offer that was given to you that you were really upset about that did not work out. And you felt very angry about it. Not angry, but more or less like somebody was going to give you something. They were acting like it was all going to be good. Everything was going to be fine. You were set to go. And it didn't work out.
See, you're a rapist, V.
What is it with the rape in this one? I feel like, listen, Molly's whoever, we need to get on the law or whatever, whoever's law, we need to
Amber
Google
alert.
this one. Somebody, we need to something.
It's all this rape news in the news right now.
I feel like...
So,
I feel like, but this is material, though. I feel like it's a possession or something that you were gonna have, like something that you wanted, you desired, you wanted it. It's coming out of thin air too, and you kind of had been wanting it.
It's actually school, believe it or not.
Yeah, there you go. And it didn't work out, but the magician
it didn't work
says,
out.
Didn't work
well,
out.
that's okay. Hang on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
okay, because something happened. Something happened. There was a tower moment. There was something that happened where you don't have the time for it, or you don't have. It's right now is not the answer.
And
not
speaking
no,
of not
right
having
now
the time,
is not the time. It's like you had something happening. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Speaking of not having the time, we got to move on to text C. So sorry, Leah. Running short of time. I know you're. Give us the quick version of. Let's talk about Text C's sex life. That'll be pretty quick.
I'm not gonna do Laurie like that. Look at how he was. Laurie, he set me up.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Okay. Well, maybe I will. All right. So it looks like there was a lot happening in your personal life recently, like a lot of conflict, staying up at night, really stressed out, really overwhelmed. It looked like you had put a lot of work into something, and it did not work out. It did not work out for you. But you know what? There's a new union coming. This is a Lover's card, heavy Gemini energy. So there is something else that's coming for you that you're gonna love. That's a better offer.
Ooh.
So don't even again, leaves falling. Don't worry about it. This is a better offer coming your way. Let's figure out when it's gonna happen.
That's pretty cool.
In a few months. You just all you have to do is keep working that. This is okay. The one thing that they're going to tell you right now, ancestors, is like the worst thing you can do is those moments of doubt that you have when you're by yourself, when you think that you're on the wrong track and you're wondering, am I doing this the right way? Is this am I getting what I need to be doing? And the answer is yes, you are. The problem is that it's going to take a few more months for these things to come through. It's a test right now. It's almost like, do you really want this? Do you really want to keep going for this? Is this something that you really want? Because at the end of the day, what? Why are you looking at him like that?
Because he's give me those eyes.
I'm saying this is true.
I
know
see,
him.
now he's looking at him.
Okay, y'all making eyes at each other. Should I leave the room? Y'all just tell me now. But no, but it's a test. It's basically a spiritual test because the offer's still there. Everything is still there. It's just like I put it in front of you like a bloop. Ha, just kidding. Do you want it? Do you want it? Like, like the donut in front of the person where it's like you're running and you're consistently exhausting yourself and you feel like it's right there, like just the tip, you know what I mean? And you'd be right there.
We're talking about
like so close, you just know you're about to be on the precipice of something.
He's always like that, though. There's always an opportunity that's right there for him.
And it's about working.
Hopefully, it's going to happen.
You look lonely because you got all this stuff done. You've done so much work in the progress of it. It's already happening. You've already put in the work. It's already, the seeds are sowing. The waiting time is about to kill you. The waiting is
anxiety.
Murdering you.
That sounds like
it has you up at night and you have stressed out thinking everything's going to go off and nothing's going to happen. That's not the truth. This is the whole test right here. Is he on the goddamn phone right now?
Yeah, he's on.
You on the whole ass phone, ain't
He's
you?
been unprofessional right now. But you know what?
I was just like, man, what's happening?
Yeah, we can hear your conversation.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get it.
But you know, Leah, we have to go ahead and move on here. I'm so sorry. You're so awesome. You are so awesome. You're such a talker and such an entertainer, and we so appreciated having you here today. Folks, let's give a hand for Leah Gadallah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Trust me, we are having you back. We are definitely having you back. We're going to have you in some things coming up, some special projects with the show. So, folks, if you want to see Leah, you can check her out on @Mama Gadallah. @Mama Gadallah. That's her YouTube. And she has a YouTube show coming up where she's going to do. That's why I wanted her to do some tarot readings. Would you guys say she was pretty on point with some of those things?
We're going to talk after the show. We're going to
talk. Do some clarification on those cards.
So this is no BS here, folks. If your feelings were hurt or if your feelings were injured during this show, we're sorry. We can't help you there, okay? But if you're ever physically injured, then call Beloryan and Manukyan, okay? Professional injury lawyers with real results, a firm with justice, honor, and honesty. With 99% of their cases won. For a free consultation, call today, 747-444-FO. Folks, that is our show. Thanks again to Leah Gadallah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so good to have you here today. So good to have you. And Leah, I'm so glad to have you here today. We do this thing called the corny pickup line of the week. So you can tell me if this line will work for you. Remember, this is corny.
No.
These are corny lines. Okay, so these are like dad lines.
My husband loves dad jokes. He loves them. He has like several books. It's ridiculous.
These are the type of, let's say a dad, it didn't work out in the marriage and he's getting back out there.
He has them with New Balances and he's ready to go.
Right.
I love it. Go daddy, go daddy,
These
go.
are dads getting back out there lines. Okay. All right, this is something a dad would say to you who's just getting out of a bad marriage. If he sees a hot chick, he'll go up to her and say, hey, go ahead and fill my shirt. It's made of boyfriend material. All right. Try that line. If it worked, give us a call and let us know.
If he got his child to say it or something like that. Like, fill my dad's shirt. It's made of boyfriend material. Like, oh, so that's the way you need to spin it to get a wife. You're welcome. Hooks you up.
Speaking of wife, are you Wi-Fi, Leo? Because I'm totally feeling a connection here.
Stop it! I was like, wait, what?
All my yellows. Shout out all my yellows.
All KC's yellows.
That's his rapist talking.
Folks, that's our show, www.thementalityshow.com. Past episodes on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Mentality Show. LA Talk Radio, Facebook Live. Folks, thank you for joining us from KC, Texi, Vato V, and me, Delano. Folks, remember, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
I am the best.
Peace.
Vámonos.
Narcissistic.